Hello sports fans, today we're going to have a very special video where I'm going to show you how I store my tens of thousands of baseball cards. Thanks for joining me, let's get into it. Hello sports fans, it is I Know Ma, back with another card opening video for your entertainment. And today we are in the Noma Nation capital, aka my man cave, because I've gotten several requests from you guys to do a video on how I organize my cards. So, thing one is that the cards that are less than $10 book value go here. And I have them organized, as you can see, by year. So I just like to use little, whatever they're called, Post-it notes. 22 Tops, and you have like 23 Topps Chrome Sonic. And there you go, there are the cards. The better ones I'll put into penny sleeves, like so. The not as good ones, I will not bother with penny sleeves. And then we'll have, like, here is another example. So that's how I do it. In these, I'm not even quite sure what these are called. I think these are, well, let's see. This is going to be basically 800 count boxes, but it's 4 side by side. I forget exactly what they're called, but at any rate. So that's how I keep these cards. The cards in question are ones that I think are going to go up in value over time, or I'll just keep this year's set on hand to try to get autographed. I don't keep all my cards. I give a lot of them away. We can get into that more in a minute. Okay, so then part two of this is that I also have the cards that are $10 or more book value by year and by set. And then I also have all my cards that are $20 or more, $25 or more, $30 or more of book value, right? And they're just organized that way. Now, a lot of people would say, well, why do you organize them by book value? Well, the reason is that I went by Beckett book values when I was a kid. And most of, not all of, but most of the people who trade on Sports Card Forum and the bench go by book value. Even though book value doesn't necessarily have a whole lot of basis in reality, as we all know. It's just one of those things. So, like, these are cards that are, or at least were, $20 book value at the time that I pulled them. And then we go from, the big boxes into the top loader boxes when you're $10 book value or more. And I have several of these. So here's all the 24 Heritage ones that are less than 20. Here's all the 23 Bowman, for example, 23 Panini. You get the picture. So this is just one of several that I have. And then you graduate to the one touches, like a lot of you saw me pull this card on camera, when it's over $100 of book value. So, and I'm not going to get into too much detail of this on camera because obviously it's the internet and most of you guys are amazing, but you know, there's people out there that don't have great intentions. But short version is these cards live out here because I don't have a big enough safe to keep them all. So if there were a fire or theft, heaven forbid, these would be lost. These stay in the safe. These stay in the safe. Without getting into too much detail, I will say good luck accessing my safe and good luck getting my safe out of my house. That's really not going to happen. So then this is kind of the not so organized part of my collection. Just got a lot of cards that need to be sorted and filed and put away. Just some recent cards I've gotten in breaks or in from eBay. A bunch of cards that I need to organize and put in the safe. Top loaders waiting to be used, etc. So this is the not very glamorous part. You guys are seeing how the sausage is made. Some of you have also asked to kind of get a sense of the stage setup. So I'm on my iPhone right now. Normally the iPhone will be up here, although this is actually turned the wrong way because I was just using it for a Zoom call. But so normally the phone is right there facing me. So that's in the top right hand corner of the screen. That's the me that you see. And then here's the stage, which you guys are familiar with seeing. So normally you're seeing the cards through the lens of me sorting cards right here as I'm seated. So I'm sitting here. My hands are on the other side of this. I'm looking at the cards, but I'm also looking at the screen to make sure that the alignment is good, and then you guys are seeing me through here. So that's how that works. So here is the next part. Sorry about the background noise, I do not live alone. Anyway, this is the box that you'll notice is not in the man cave, it's out in our living room, because I will usually be pricing cards while watching TV or watching the game or whatever. But anyway, this is just kind of, these are the top loaders that are not marked. These are the top loaders that have already, you know, $10 or $12, $15, $20, $25 respectively already marked on them. And just a little tip for you guys, if you're not aware of this, I don't seem to have any in here, but if you just get little alcohol pads that you can get in any drugstore, you can wipe the price off of the back. So I'll generally just write it on the top loader, and then if for some reason I need to remove it, you just give it a good rub with rubbing alcohol wipe, and it'll come right off. So it's nice to just have a bunch of top loaders ready to go. I'll probably never use all of these because, again, I have limited space. So what happens is, as I'm doing trades or giveaways or whatever, I will be generally, as I'm putting cards into storage, I'll be also taking cards out of storage because I only have so much storage. And then last but not least, here is my cards for trade box. So I have, first of all, the more kind of beat up top loaders that I don't really want to use for my storage. Those will go, that's where these cards will go to protect them in the mail. And then we're gonna have cards that I need to organize, just relics and autos that haven't been organized yet. Then we have 2023 autos, 2022 autos, 21 autos. Some of you guys have seen my for trade lists, which you can find on thebenchtrading.com under my username, Noma Loves You, if you haven't looked at it. So basically, I've got my for trade list. It's got all the cards listed in this order, so that if I complete a trade, I can easily just come in here and pull that card out and send it off. And then I've also got the cards back here that I still need to organize. My for trade list has gotten a little neglected since we've had the channel, because I'm spending a lot more time on the channel than I am on trading cards, but this is how I organize this. And of course, it hopefully goes without saying that this is just how I do it. You should do it however works for you. You have to keep in mind a number of different factors. How much space do you have? Obviously, that's going to dictate how you store your cards and how many cards you have, and you know where you keep them. Your budget, that's obviously going to be really important, because you don't want to be spending more on supplies than you are on the cards themselves. You can use shoe boxes if you want. You can buy boxes that are a little more expensive. You can, what I'll sometimes do is go to my LCS and just say to the local card shop, say, hey guys, do you have some old beat up boxes you don't need anymore? And sometimes they'll give you those for free, or they'll give you to you for a lot cheaper than the ones that are brand new that you have to put together yourself. Because they'll buy big collections and they'll end up with more boxes than they need, because a lot of the cards that are in the boxes they're not going to be able to sell, so they just give them to charity and they keep the boxes, whatever. Make sure that you invest in high quality sleeves, high quality top loaders. I'm a big fan of card shells myself. The card shell penny sleeves in particular that look like this. They've got a corner cut off of them, so if you can see, there you go. With my hand in the background, hopefully you can see, like by my fingernail there, that there's a little notch cut out of that. So it makes it a lot easier to put the cards in and out when you have that little notch than when you don't. See if I've got a penny sleeve here that doesn't have the notch. So the penny sleeve that doesn't have it, you have to kind of like go like that and slide it in. But the card shells one, it's already cut out, it's a lot easier. I still have some of the non-card shells ones laying around, and you know, I'll use them, but I prefer not to. Card shells also makes really good top loaders, but you can also get the Ultra Pro top loaders. They're easy to find at some of the big box stores. They're easy to find on Amazon. But again, I think that shells is the way to go, and that's what those look like. It just says JB on there because those are the initials of one of my trade partners. I'm putting cards in here that I know he's going to want. So I would go with shells over Ultra Pro if you can, but there's nothing wrong with Ultra Pro. It's fine. Let's see, what else do you need to think about? So how much space do you have? What kind of budget do you have for storage? Obviously, you can't put every single card you own into a one-touch, because one-touches cost $2 or $3 each. But again, for me, the threshold is a $100 book value card. That's going to go into a one-touch. If you go off of sale value instead, we were just with Jeff Wilson at Cards HQ. And if you haven't watched that video, it's worth watching. It's a good in-depth video with him and a good interview with him. But Market Movers is going to give you a much more accurate, to the day price of what that card is selling for. Card Ladder is another resource that you can use that will tell you pretty much the same thing, although Market Movers is a little more sophisticated because you can just, you can scan the card and Market Movers will just know what it is and we'll look up the prices of it, graded, ungraded, raw, whatever. So one of these days, maybe if I have like a week off for a staycation and my wife is away with her mom in Spain or something, this is a fiction I'm making up. I don't know if my wife will ever go to Spain with her mom. She probably would enjoy that. But anyway, maybe I will actually rub the price off of every single card that I've priced over the years and years I've been doing this and look up on Market Movers what those prices are. I mean, I think if I were starting over now, I probably wouldn't bother with Beckett book value, although again, it is helpful if you're doing trades because most people use Beckett, but it's just not based in reality. Like Beckett might say a card has a value between $15 and $40 and you see it just sold on eBay for literally $1. So it's not really that useful. Other times, like a really good example is I have a Shohei Ohtani gold big league rookie card. I think it's to 50. And if I recall correctly, last time I looked, Beckett was saying the price range was like $30 to $60, but that card sells for $200 when it sells, when you can find one. So Beckett is not really that helpful these days, but anyway, a lot of people still use it because we used it when we were kids and it's only $15 a month. So it's pretty affordable. Go look at that video that I made at Cards HQ though. And there's a coupon for our Noma Nation for a discount on Market Movers that he gave us. So anyway, one of these days, if I were starting over today or if I had the time to redo it, I would probably write in Sharpie on the back of the top loader, obviously not the back of the card, the price and the date. So that I say, all right, on September 20th of 2024, this card was going for this much. But prices are always fluctuating anyway. So, I mean, I don't know. You got to figure out the best way to do it for you. And then the most important way I would say, as far as storing your cards that's important, is your enjoyment. I've got a bunch of cards right now that are on little stands in my room that, our room, I should say, that are just recent pulls. And I just have a little display of recent pulls and I just leave it out. And, if somebody were to come in our house that wasn't supposed to be there and take those cards, I'd be pretty upset. But I really enjoy for days, weeks, months after I pull a card looking at it, and then I put it away. And it's really important, if you're putting cards away, especially if you're putting them in a safe or something like that, take them out and look at them every once in a while because it's supposed to be fun. Yeah, they're an investment and yeah, they're worth something. And yeah, you don't want in a fire or a theft scenario to lose them, especially the better ones, but enjoy them. That's why you have them. Take them out and look at them. When I take out cards and look at them, it reminds me of, the store I was at where I bought that card, or the trade I made for that card, or the time I pulled that card, the video I made, for you guys that card came out of, like the Johnny Bench we saw earlier. I remember when I bought that box, it was just like a random lark. And to pull a auto out of a Heritage box is hard enough as it is. It's only one in every 3 boxes. And with the older products like that one, it's even harder. But then you get a red one, which are really hard to pull, of a great player, and it's a color match, and it was just such a great moment. So whenever I see that card, I sort of remember that dopamine hit, and it feels really good. So just take your cards out, look at them, enjoy them. Don't leave them all the time out of sight. That's not what's meant to be. It's sort of like, the guitars in the background. Like I play my guitars. Like I don't collect guitars to just look at them, although I enjoy looking at them. They're very beautiful. I want to play them. In the same way, life is too short. You got to look at your cards, enjoy your cards. And for that matter, I will just say, because life is unpredictable and we're all temporary, make arrangements for something to happen to your cards if something happens to you. Like my cards are going to go to my kid and the cards he doesn't want are going to go to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Whatever's best for you, but make those arrangements. That's important. All right, so this concludes this video on why you want to store your cards, how you want to store your cards, how I store my cards. Take what you like and leave the rest. But I hope you guys found it entertaining. Hope you found it helpful. Should have asked you a long time ago to like the video. If you haven't liked it, please like it so that it gives me the feedback that you like this kind of thing, and it tells YouTube that you like it, and it pushes the content into more awesome baseball fans' feeds like yourself. If you haven't subscribed and you're all the way at the end of this video, please pop that subscribe button. About 70% of you guys who watch the videos haven't subscribed yet. I'd love to have you be part of Noma Nation. And please consider supporting me on Patreon or by becoming a member of the YouTube channel. There's all kinds of great perks and benefits which you can find on my homepage at Patreon and on my YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this gave you some good ideas. Share your ideas in the comments. There might be things I can learn, and I'm sure that our other watchers can learn from all the things you guys are doing. So love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching. Keep that big smile on your face because baseball cards are awesome, and Noma loves you. We'll see you guys next time.
This is Jeff Wilson from Sports Card Investor, and you're watching Noma Loves Ya.